Imagine waking up to the headline, "America under attack." Bombs explode, civilians die, the nation unites for war. But what if I told you the attacks were never real? What if the entire tragedy was planned by the US government itself to justify invading another country? This isn't fiction. This is the true story of Operation Northwoods, a top-secret plan where America plotted fake terrorist attacks on its own soil. The year was 1962. The Cold War was at its boiling point. The United States and the Soviet Union stood on the edge of nuclear war, and between them stood one island, Cuba, led by Fidel Castro. After Castro's revolution, Cuba became a Soviet ally, just 90 miles from Florida. To Washington, it was a nightmare. They'd already failed to remove Castro in the Bay of Pigs invasion, and the humiliation cut deep. The Pentagon wanted revenge and justification for war. Inside the Pentagon, top generals of the Joint Chiefs of Staff gathered to create a plan, one so extreme it defied morality itself. The plan was called Operation Northwoods. Its goal? To manipulate the American people into supporting an invasion of Cuba by making it look like Cuba attacked the United States. The declassified documents revealed a list of proposed operations that shock historians to this day. Fake hijackings. U.S. planes could be secretly replaced by drones, flown remotely and exploded mid-air, blamed on Cuba. Staged bombings. Explosions in American cities would be orchestrated to mimic terrorist attacks. Fake funerals. Actors could play victims to stir national outrage. A U.S. Navy ship could be sunk, and the media told Cuba did it. Every act was designed to manipulate emotion, to make Americans beg for war. And here's the most disturbing part. All of it was written, approved, and signed by the highest-ranking generals in the U.S. military. The document was presented to President John F. Kennedy and his administration, but Kennedy's reaction changed history. JFK was furious. He rejected the plan immediately, calling it insane, un-American, and morally unacceptable. The generals were stunned. They believed it was a necessary evil to defeat communism. But Kennedy saw it for what it was, a plan to murder and deceive American citizens for political gain. After Kennedy's rejection, the plan was buried deep inside government vaults. Officially, Operation Northwoods never happened. But decades later, in the 1990s, it was declassified, revealing every shocking detail to the public. The truth was finally out. The U.S. military once considered attacking its own people just to start a war. Operation Northwoods reminds us how fragile truth can be in times of fear. When power meets paranoia, even the unthinkable becomes possible. It forces one question. If the government once planned this, what else might still be hidden behind classified walls? And that's the haunting legacy of Operation Northwoods, a dark plan that thankfully never left the page, but changed how we see power forever. This is the classified room, where history's darkest secrets are brought to light. Subscribe, because the truth doesn't stay buried forever.